What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of our Road to Glory career mode today. This one is going to be really good. If you missed the last one, you won't know exactly what happened. But today we have the semi-final of an FA Cup to come. We also have the semi-finals of the Champions League. We played against Inter Milan last time out, beat them 1-0 at home, and then went to the San Siro and won 3-0. But the 3-0 scoreline doesn't really reflect the game itself because we scored quite late on there to grab that one. We also can secure our Premier League crown with a victory today against Manchester City. Mathematically, it is impossible if we win our game here against City for United to catch us. So yeah, we just have to win that and then we will be Premier League champions for the second successive season. Alongside that, we will know if we're through to an FA Cup final and we will also know if we're going to make it through to a Champions League final because we have a game against AC Milan to come today in the semi-finals of that one. So we're going back to the San Siro. I've also gone ahead and signed some new players to our youth academy from various scout updates that we got. So there's quite a few players in here now that we're waiting to promote. Of course, a few of these guys will never play for us, and quite a few of them may play for us. But overall, we have a stacked youth academy, and in terms of if this series is going to go long term, if we went to like 30 plus seasons, or sorry, you can't really go that far, in 2030 I think, if we went to like 2030, which is 8 more years, we would have such a good squad. It would be unreal. But I've changed around the side slightly heading into this semi-final against Newcastle on the basis that we do have those games to come. And of course, victory in one of our final Premier League games will secure us that title. So I've decided to name a slightly weaker team, but it's still very good. And we should still, hopefully, see ourselves go through to this FA Cup final. I think we're favourites against Newcastle. We are top of the table, so if we're not favourites, then there's something seriously wrong. Of course, the sliders for the CPU are currently set to this, for anybody wondering. But I'm pretty sure I also need to put something else up. I don't know if there was something else. Oh, no, I don't think I already did it. I think run frequency and marking were the two that I was going to put back, so I did. I don't think these have actually any implication on the game at all, these four here. But let me know in the comments anyway. Our sliders, though, remain all at 50. And without further ado, we're going to jump into the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. I think this is one of the first times we're playing at Wembley, actually, in this series, which is kind of strange when you consider the domination we've had in this particular series. But nevertheless, we smashed Manchester United to get here. We just need to beat Newcastle, and then we're through to another final. Wembley looks so good right now, and I'm so glad to be playing here. We've got a strong team as well. We do have a lot of changes. I think there's about 8 or maybe 7 changes from the side that played last time out over at the San Siro for us. So, yeah, quite a few changes, but we've still got a really strong team in which they can do a good job. Haas also starts at the back alongside Tarkowski. I do have to keep one mind on maybe substituting a few players out come, 60, 70 minutes into it. But we'll check out our opponent's side today, Newcastle, because clearly they've got here, so they must have a decent team, because you don't get to a semi-finals unless you're a decent side, or you've ridden your luck a little bit. So that's our team. You saw it going into it. Martin leads the line up front today. We do have Donis on the bench if we need to call upon him. It's a strong bench from us as well, to our credit. Basso, Villa, Delgado and Grujic line our midfield 3. And of course at the back, it's still a very strong back line regarding that one. We just need an upgrade on Dominic Iorfa in the next transfer window at right back, and then we'll have a really good squad. But for Newcastle, this is theirs. Drakowski at the back and Babu, Diaz, Lascelles and Martin. With a midfield of Marino, Hayden, Sobi and Jean, Nano and Cutrone up top. I think we played against them actually last episode and we drew 1-1. So, yeah, if that's anything to go by, could be quite a tough afternoon here. But nevertheless, Wembley Stadium is a stadium and we are underway for the FA Cup semi-finals. We win this, we're through to one of the finals we are yet to play in. We could be playing for a treble this season if we play our cards right here today. Nelson. Basso Villa's got Iorfa making a good overlapping run. Dominic Iorfa in towards the box. Iorfa's got it back and he goes for the near post shot. And it ends up being saved by the goalkeeper. Very well done from him. I tried to catch him out once Iorfa got the ball back. Calvert-Lewin, what a header that was. And what a fantastic stop it was from the Newcastle keeper. The ball comes back in and Tarkowski can't get it on target. First 11 minutes here and there's 3 big moments in the game. What a save it was from the Newcastle goalkeeper from Dominic Calvert-Lewin's powerful header. We should have been leading. Here is Nelson down the right-hand side. Reece Nelson's delivery towards Martin. And it was slightly behind him. But how does he not win the header? It's only marginally behind him. He should be able to do better with it. I've got to say that for sure. Catrone picks up the ball here for Newcastle. He's had a quiet first 20 minutes, but we know he's capable of big things. Marino on the ball now for them. As they come up the other way, got to remain focused, defend well, and that's not great defending as they're in. Nano's in. Nano backwards. Haas is there, and that could be a big, big block in this game. Luckily for us, the rebound fell to Grujic, and he didn't end up putting it in the own net like I thought he might. As Catrone's head is goal bound, and Green tips that over the crossbar. Tell you what, this game's as open as I expected it to be, and that's a worry for me here because I thought we had a much better side than this Newcastle one. Turns out I could be wrong. Martin, though, ideally there with the header from the cross from Nelson, should have done better with it. Here's Ruben Diaz. He finds Marino, who strike his goal bound again, and we block it. Pressure's on us now. Following on the turn, good turn from him. Calvert-Lewin left-footed strike. Drakowski's there again, and he saves it. Not for the first time in this game. Another fantastic save from the Newcastle goalkeeper. You're for winning that header as we get back on the front foot. Nelson, Donnies, waits for the run of Nelson. That's a free kick, ref. Thank you very much. We'll take that. Right on the stroke of half-time here. And the score remains 0-0. We've had a few really good moments where I thought we should score. And a few fairly bad ones when we haven't defended the greatest. But we're still within the game itself. And I need someone on this free kick. Quite honestly, there's not a lot I've got to work with here. So we're going to try and dink this. And hope that somebody can get on the end of it and make something happen. Grujic, the delivery, poor. It's been pretty much a one-man show in that first half, and that has to be said about the Newcastle goalkeeper, because he has had a fantastic first half. I actually want to check out and see what his player rating is right now, because Nelson's playing 8.9, but I mean, yeah, the Newcastle keeper is the best player on the pitch, barring their right midfielder as well. So, fantastic first half from their man between the sticks. Kept us out on numerous occasions, and we do need to try and find a goal, because I'm not 100% certain that I'm going to be able to defend and keep Newcastle out today. Alright, corner ball. Just as the second half has begun, Nelson going short from it again, whipping another great delivery back in, and Tarkowski! How has he saved that one? In all fairness, it was kind of straight at him, so we've got to do better when we get that, header on goal. But again, another great save as Nelson cuts inside and drives towards the penalty area. Reece Nelson, though, gives it away. The offer will come away with this. And we will find Delgado, who goes out wide to Jose Gaia. Pressure's still on Newcastle here. They haven't defended it just yet. They still have some defending to do. Gaia's delivery on Mark Reece Nelson! 1-0 Crewe! Semi-final, first blood. We strike it, and it's Reece Nelson. We've had a few moments in this game where I thought we should have already scored. But that is a great delivery from Jose Gaia on the right. And what a finish it was from Reece Nelson. Not the combination I was expecting to talk about, but nevertheless, it's worked out wonders. We take the lead at Wembley. Now we still have to defend, of course. Catrone strike. And they were very nearly straight back in it, Newcastle. It hit both posts before bouncing out. And that was the first thing they've done in the entirety of this game. As they come forward again, Haas will make that block. If they'd have got straight back in it from that, I'd have been so frustrated, honestly. That was an unbelievable effort, and it very nearly found its way in. Green's got to do better there. Hit both posts and then bounced out to our credit, and that should be in Green's hands. Thank you very much. Seriously, if they'd have gone back in the game from that one, I'd have been tilted. Delgado, Barso Villa, this is good play, but what was Donnies doing? What is Donnies doing? Just literally make that run down the right. You don't need to come back. Just make that run down the right. We're in for another goal, potentially. Oh, no! This could be bad! Oh, well done, Green. What has just happened there to our defenders? Where on earth did they go? Somehow, there was a Newcastle man completely through, and luckily, Green read the play perfectly and came out. Otherwise, that was then back in this one in the last minute of the game, and that could have been very, very tilting indeed. Luckily, though, as I said, Green does his defending well. Nelson looking for another one. Reece Nelson, lovely play. Kinsella, 2-0. Just as we very nearly went 1-1, if we hadn't have had Green in goal, we get a second, and we are definitely now through to an FA Cup final. We deserve that. We've been miles better team here, but there were moments where Newcastle could have got something out of this. And there it goes, the final whistle. Crewe will be taking another trip back to Wembley for the FA Cup final. The question is, who will they be facing in that? Let's have a look. So, we will be facing Chelsea in the FA Cup final. They beat Burnley 2-1 in their semi-final to win. And we obviously got there by beating Newcastle 2-0. So, we kept the clean sheet. They didn't. They are 5th in the league, though, in this season. So, it's not going to be the easiest game to play at Wembley. But we want to win the FA Cup still. We still need to do that and the Carabao Cup. And that's going to be our aim. At least we have got there and given us a chance to do so. Now then, victory here will secure the Premier League title. Because if we win it, we're 14 points clear of Manchester United, and they only have 12 points left to play for. So win against Man City, the title is ours. I do have to swap around our team heavily, though. And when do we actually take on AC Milan? Because I don't want to... Okay, so we've got a week between this game and AC Milan. So I think I'll play my strongest lineup here for Man City, then play a week 1 for Swansea away, and then focus on the Milan games. Ideally, we want to get the title wrapped up right now so that we don't have to worry about anything else and we just worry about those Milan games. And that will be, obviously, the best case scenario. But we'll just find out when we get in game. Our lineup looks somewhat interesting for this one at the Etihad. Green starts in goals, Ivkovic, Konsa, Oxford, and Lee line up our back 4. Evans, Pritchard, and Shibola make our midfield 3. And, of course, it is the usual suspects up top. So, one job to do. That's win the game. We do that. We're champions. We can focus on Milan. Let's do this. Here goes Raheem Sterling for Manchester City immediately. And he's passed 1, he's passed 2. I can't highlight the correct player. Tried to just make the slide tackle happen, and Lamar's giving him a lead. I couldn't get the right player highlighted. I was trying to stop Sterling advance any further, and I just could not get the right player highlighted. And Lamar has given the home side the advantage. Oh, we only need to win this game as well to secure it, and I want to do it before our Milan games. That's my problem. But I've got to say, we definitely need new fullbacks. We need at least 3, I think. A new right back, a new left back. Actually, no, 2 new right backs and a new left back to be back up to Gaia. Seriously need more fullbacks as we look to go up the other end and concede and score straight away. Donis! Be stronger, man. What was that? This is Anwar El Ghazi to carry it out for us. He's got nobody in front of him. Now he has. Calvert-Lewin gives him that little bit of an option. Dominic Calvert-Lewin may have overrun it. Yo, he's down. It's a penalty kick at least. But Calvert-Lewin's down and this could be bad. He's injured. I honestly didn't mean to do that. I meant to shoot and I accidentally fake shotted. And it's a red card for Mangala. Man City down to 10. We may be a goal to 0 down, but if we score this spot kick, we might, just might, be able to win this game overall. Donis, though, has to convert the penalty. And he has done! Yes! Man City won. Crewe Alexandra won. 10-men Man City crucially as well. Can we get this victory and secure this Premier League title? Half-time whistle goes. The score remains 1-1 here at half-time. I can't remember, actually, if a draw is enough to give us that Premier League title. I guess we'll find out. Come the 90-minute whistle, our fans will either go crazy or they'll be calm and composed because the job will not be done. But if we do get another goal, the job is done. We just need to find that goal and pick up this victory, and we will be champions. Second half coming now. Ghazi. Calvert-Lewin back towards El Ghazi. Great turn, striking. Oh, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant from Anwar El Ghazi. And that's why I brought him to this Crewe team. He was doing that for me all the time in FIFA 17. He gets that little yard of space and curls it top bins for us today. That's that second goal I was talking about. And as it stands, Crewe will be Premier League champions for the second time in as many years. What a finish, Anwar El Ghazi. Here goes Evans as we look to kill this game off with a third now. He finds Calvert-Lewin on the left. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Back post is Anwar El Ghazi, but Umtiti does well to defend it. Got to admit as well, if we didn't get this red card on Manchester City, I have to say I think this might have been a City win because early parts of the game they were dominating and Adonis has made it 3. Completely unmarked in the middle. That is the third goal. Should be us wrapping the points up now. But yeah, up until that point of them getting the red card, City were playing good stuff. They opened me up very, very easily. And I was kind of on the back foot as soon as we got that ball through, though, to Calvert-Lewin, who, of course, was brought down for the challenge in the penalty box and gave the red card decision for the referee. We were kind of on the defensive. But Donis, it's his 16th of the season, still behind, and still behind Calvert-Lewin, not Anwar El Ghazi. And as it stands, 3-1 points heading back with us, title winners for the second time in a row. So, 90th minute whistle. Any time now, the referee will bring this game to a close. And he will surely crown us as Premier League champions. As Umtiti wins that, but that is cleared away by Lamir Mir. And there is the final whistle. And that is cue the celebration times. Because Crewe have beaten Manchester City at the Etihad by 3-1. And that now gives them the Premier League trophy. I don't know if we lift it now or at the end of the season. Which I should know, because we're how many months into FIFA nowadays? And I still don't know. So, I'm I'm going to let this play out just in case. And if it is lifted today, you'll still see it. So it turns out that it's not lifted today. I have no idea if it means that we are going to get it at the end of the season, or if we'll get it at our next home game. All I know is that in that particular game, we didn't get to lift it. But it's weird, because sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. I don't actually 100% know. But nevertheless, that is the title secured, so that's a little bit of pressure off as we can focus now on the Milan game to come. We should have a little email notification here now. Yeah, there we are. Crewe Alexandra win the Premier League title. That is confirmation of it. From here on out, there's no point in us playing the rest of the games. We can just focus now on the rest of it, which is that Milan first leg in the semis to come. So a somewhat meaningless game right now up against Swansea ahead of that game against Milan. You can see I've rested pretty much everybody that I was going to rest. The only people that retain their places that I might consider for that Milan game are Green, Oxford, and potentially Martin. But overall, it's pretty much changed sides. Zivkovic, right back, has just given us a 1-0 lead in 14 minutes. I decided to keep the same fullbacks for this one because I'm pretty sure it's going to be Orfa and Gaia who start against Milan. But it is going to be, so far, so good for us in this game. Martin doubles our advantage. 2-0 up against Swansea away from home. And we do come away with a victory. Manchester City drop points for the second game running as they draw 2-2 with Burnley. Ashley Barnes equalising that game there. But we do get another victory in the league. But let's face it, we're not really bothered about that game because what we are focused on now is this game coming up next. I would be lying if there wasn't a little part of me that is a little bit nervous ahead of this game. But we've got a really strong team, and I think that we've got enough capabilities to do the job. We have got the home leg first as well, so as long as we keep Milan out in this first leg, I'll be quite happy to go over to the San Siro needing to score. We've proven we can do it. We beat Inter Milan over there 3-0, so that's all we've got to do pretty much. As you can see, we've gone with Green, Gaia, Tarkovsky, Concert, Orfa. Midfield 3, Basso, Villar, Evans, Grujic, and then our usual front 3 up top. On the bench as well, if I show you our bench, we can call upon Reece Nelson. We've got Delgado on there to hold down the midfield. We've got Haas. I'm a little bit worried about the aspect of Kinsella, so I want to change that, but I don't have another backup striker unless it's going to be Martin. He's a little bit weak, so might have to just use this front 3 and then maybe substitute in Reece Nelson at some point. But without further ado, at home first comes Milan in the semi-finals of the Champions League. And even if we don't go through to that final, it's still been a tremendously successful season. Winning the Premier League again, reaching an FA Cup final, Champions League semi-finals. You know, we'll still count it as a really good season. But now we're here. We want to go all the way. You know what I mean? So let's just play this game out and see what happens. So we're just waiting to see how Milan are going to line up for this game. That's my only other thing that I wanted to check out. So as the teams are shaking hands, we'll hopefully get to see the teams momentarily. That is, of course, our side. We saw it previously. I'm confident, but until I see this Milan team, I saw Rashford, so I know they have got Marcus Rashford, so he's, of course, going to be a danger man. We've got to watch him, but who else do they have that we need to keep a focus on? So any moment now, the screen will switch. There it is. So that is the Milan team. Donnarumma's still there. He starts in goal. Strong backline. Very, very strong backline. Jonathan Tah, Eric Bailly, Mushashio at the back. Casemiro and Busquets in the midfield. Jeez. Mertens, Martins, Suso, Rashford and Belotti. Oh, man, that team is unbelievable. It is a solid Milan team. I can't get ahead of myself. I need to remain focused, but that's thrown a spanner in the works. I honestly didn't expect it to be as strong as it is. Then again, it's Milan, and they're in the semi-finals of the Champions League, so I don't know what I was quite expecting. But the 3 at the back, it intrigues me. Hopefully we can score, and my aim has just got to be to keep Milan out. How are we going to do that against the side they've got? I'm not sure, but we've got to try. Some Martins in towards Suso. Back to the man it goes. Martins here in towards Rashford. Rashford, Casemiro. They also don't have a lot of creativity with their 2 holding mids, but what they do have is solid holding mids. Suso, Rashford's in, offside. He has given Milan the lead, but it will not count because, rightfully so, the assistant on the far side had his flag raised, and we get away with one there, immediately showing. I said it was going to be tough to keep them out, and Rashford got in. He scored as well, but he was offside. Calvert-Lewin, Donny's wearing up the other end now. Donny's! And we lead here by a 0-0. Just like that, we concede up the other end, which was given offside, but we go up the other side, and we score to make it 1-0. Yes! Nerves a little bit calmed, but at the same time, there's still that possibility of an away goal. So we need to shore up this defence. But what a move this was. Calvert-Lewin straight through. Is there a case for offside against us? Nothing given by the linesman. And Jonathan Tah does not pick up Donis. And we do have the first goal of the game. This three at the back from Milan may struggle against our front three. But it's the other way around as well. Because from their setup, I get the impression they're not looking to keep us out. But they want goals themselves. Because they've set up with a very attacking formation. We'll see if they do that in the return leg as well. But as it stands, we have the lead here. And if we can keep them out, I will happily take this 1-0 back to the San Siro with us. May get even better here momentarily, as here goes Donis again. Through on goal. Donis, we've doubled it. Straight after we've gone 1-0 up, Donis has doubled it with a great finish. We've got to keep calm. We have to remain focused. We can't get ahead of ourselves because although we're now 2-0 up, we can't concede. Again, Milan, though, defensively, so uncoordinated. They don't pick up Donis. He runs straight through again. And that is just a world-class finish from him, in all seriousness. But what on earth happens now? Do I switch to a defensive formation in the hope that Milan don't get anything? You know, what should I do? Do I switch it to a defensive formation, possibly? That could be something I think it's too early. I think it's far, far too early to do that. But my goodness me, 2 goals in 5 minutes from Donis, and we have full control of this tie here. But this is only the first leg. Going down the left, the offer just about gets it out of play, but it's still a Milan ball with Rashford throwing it back into play. Dries Mertens in towards the middle. Sergio Busquets is on the ball now. Gaia's important interception there will allow us to deal with that ball and clear it away. Not the man you want. I said that they don't have a great centre defensive midfielder. You know, they lack that creativity in that position, but they do have a lot going forward. Calvert-Lewin, are we going to add a third here? It's a cross. It's El Ghazi. What a stop that is from Donnarumma. That looked for sure like it was going to cross the line, and the Italian goalkeeper has kept it out and then punched away the delivery from El Ghazi on the rebound. What a save that is. Here is Dries Mertens, trying to get Milan back in this game. He lays it out wide. Martin skips past that challenge, and Suso's in. Suso! 1 goal can change the dynamic of the game, and that's exactly what's happened here. I said it. 1 goal can change it. We've conceded it. I shouldn't have been so quickly to dive in on the left-hand side on Martins. I committed my man, and he beat me too easily. And Milan's travelling support, may only be a few of them, but they are here, and they have seen Suso give them a lifeline back in this tie. If we'd have made it 3, though, could that have sent us into the final? I can't believe Donnarumma saved that chance that we had, and now we're giving it away here, right in the end of the half. Donis, Calvert-Lewin, trying to cut inside of his man, and he gets past him. Calvert-Lewin, are we in for 3? Dominic Calvert-Lewin across the face of goal. El Ghazi makes it 3. Yes! 2-goal advantage restored. So simple. Jonathan Tah's had a shocker tonight, in fact. Let me just say that. Really hasn't played very well at all. But then again, neither has most of the Milan defenders. On the other side of that, we've conceded the only chance we gave away. So, as it stands, they do have that away goal. But if we can keep this 2-goal advantage, if they score again, man, they only need 1 goal back in Italy, and that will send them through. We can't have a second away goal conceded, because that could come back to bite us in the backside. Away goals suck, and that's not something I want to have happen against us. 2 away goals could be bad. Here is Rashford. Rashford will find its way out wide to Conte on the left-hand side. He delivers it. Belotti off the woodwork, but Rashford's going to put it in. No! I said we can't concede a second. Oh, I'm so annoyed. This is going to be such a tough game back at the San Siro. Even if we go there with a 3-2 advantage, the away goal ruining could come back to bite us in the backside. Oh, 2 shots, man. 2 chances is all they've had, and they've scored them both. Grujic up towards Donis, who can take on his man and try and beat him as well. Donis does beat him, and he's in towards the box. Donis, Calvert-Lewin, it's 4-2. Yes. Restoring that 2-goal lead every single time. But again, are we going to concede for a 3rd time and a 3rd away goal, possibly? What is wrong with Milan defensively again, though? I don't really get why they're so bad. Because it wasn't like Donis did a lot to trick his man, but you can see it from this replay. Skips inside him there, and he just kind of doesn't do anything. Like, that's what I mean. The AI in this year's game sucks so bad. If you do a skill move and they get tricked by the skill move, they kind of stand still or just move completely out of the way. Defenders in real life just wouldn't do that. It just wouldn't happen. But luckily, it doesn't matter that it's not realistic because we have gone 4-2 up and we... No. Thank you very much. For a second, I thought they were going to get a third. Still not over yet. They could do it from a corner. Martins on this corner. Short it goes. He's going to lay it back towards Conti. Back to Martins. He lays it inside to Belotti. Belotti! Ooh, that was close. Green, though, has it in the hands, thank goodness. Evans. Calvert-Lewin. Donis. There is 3 Milan players defending up against our 3 attackers right now. They just want the away goals. That's all they're focused on. And in the end, they've given away a 5th. 5-2 in the first leg at home. This is ridiculous. I mean, and for anybody wondering, just to show you as well, because I know what YouTube comments are like, this is the side that has remained completely untouched. Again, 75 for the goalkeeper ability, and yet we've scored 5 goals today. Oh my goodness me, this has been a stupid game, but at the same time, we need to win it by 3 goals because we've still got the second leg to come at the San Siro, and they have the 2 away goals. They win 3-0 at home, and we are out. Actually, having said that, wasn't this the score when Liverpool played Roma in real life in the semi-finals? So we know how that second leg went. I do not want a repeat of it in our series because it could make quite interesting viewing. Vestergaard coming on for them. They haven't been good defensively tonight, but it doesn't matter as long as they get some goals, which is what they've done. Eric Bailly now towards Belotti, back towards the centre-back. It's a good job he is a centre-back because his finish was very poor. Ref, blow your whistle, please. Ref, blow your whistle, blow your whistle, blow your whistle, blow your whistle, please. Blow your whistle, ref. Get the game over. No, that's not cleared. Back to... That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. We've been sat here on the 93rd minute for the last 5 minutes plus, and he's not blown his whistle. And Belotti's giving them a third. Watch this. As soon as I kick off, referee's going to blow it. There you go. So, Belotti, out of nowhere, smashes it in from 25 yards. They have a third away goal. And it's 5-3 from the first leg. 2-0 back in Italy for Milan will send them through to the finals. We have to score at the San Siro, basically, now. I do not know what to make of that first leg of the semi-finals. But that is how we're going to end today's episode off, though, guys. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. We will play that second leg in the next episode. Of course, remember, 2-0 win at the San Siro sends AC Milan through. So I think we'll probably need to score over there. I'm also going to play the rest of the games. Well, I'll sim, obviously, the rest of them and then play the final game against Manchester United at home. Mixed in with the final of the FA Cup as well. So we have Champions League semi-final second leg to come, where we're definitely not through to the final yet. The last game of the Premier League and the FA Cup final for the next episode. So it's going to be a pretty good one again. But nevertheless, thank you so much for watching. If you're new around here and like what you see, the subscribe button is down below. Alongside that is a notification bell so you never miss an upload. And I will catch you all again for another episode of this series very, very soon. Stay tuned, guys. Catch you all later. Adios.